Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it's been about a week, life and all. But for those of you who are new here, welcome to I Espy with my Shamanic Eye. Gabrielle here. All right, let's start with some love, some joy, celebration, a little OMG, a little ooh. Right. Always grounded in the truth. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guide, archangels. Everyone knows their perpetual places. Thank you, thank you, thank you, mommy, daddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I just share something very childish with y'all real quick? Look, it is the cutest, and you can like take it apart and reconstruct the rainbow the way you want to. Um, yeah, I don't know. My inner child saw that. Hey, love. I don't need another pen, right? Look, in case y'all haven't figured it out, like I hoard pens. Always have though. I've always been the type that you know, you need a pen for every occasion, right? Anyway, that's too funny, but super cute. Super cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, let's see what's going on. So a couple of you received readings from me while I was like busy with one of my other hats. And I'm actually going to redo those readings. I'm not satisfied. And I know how that sounds, but it is what it is. I really um respect and appreciate the energetic exchange. And there was a lot going on with the transits and whatnot. And so, because I want to provide you all with the best possible insight that I can muster, right? That spirit will give me sanction to see. Um, yeah, yeah. The energies were really, really strange for me. But I will be resubmitting those to you. Okay. Love you. I'm not, I don't move from a place of pride nor ego. It's with much respect and gratitude that I seek to improve at all times. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And even if you were satisfied with the information, I feel and I'm being guided to redo and provide more. Okay. It is what it is. Ooh. So, guys, I just saw the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. It's a nothing burger, right? Because these aren't majors. Remember that. So, someone was trying to do some little spiritual warfare and they thought they got away with it. They were sneaking around in the back. But look, strength is here. Strength is always here. That's how I knew what it was, because it's a nothing burger to the Divine Collective and it's something huge. And these are like, hey, friend, they wanted to see this, that temperature check shit. Look. But you good, you stable. Look, work good. Look, work good. Look at that. They were doing something behind the scenes using the full moon energy. Um, and I know one's coming. There's always one coming. Hold on. We are at the end of September. Woo! Woo! Right. So today is the second quarter moon. Moon's in Capricorn. Shifted at 5:55 a.m. Yeah, the next full moon is on the what you call that, the 6th. So literally a week away. So they've been busy as they always are. Please. Some of these folks was your own family, but it's okay. You strong. Now somebody needs your help. Somebody could be facing some sort of legal consequence as a result of these things that they've been doing. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, your star ancestors are gathered around. Just saw the star to the strength card. So there are otherworldly beings like Hawk, who goes there? Disembodied spirits, if you will. And I'm not talking about ghosts. Yes. Whole lot of You're like, oh my, all night long. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. What do you have for Divine Collective? Somebody want to know what you manifesting. They really do. They want to know and they can't know. So they're hoping you will tell them. Because look, Ace of Swords. They can't see. They can't see. They can't see. They don't know. They can't see because you ain't talking to nobody. Good job. Look, now they got some weird fork. They don't know what to do. Look, they're like, I'm stuck. I'm trapped. Look. Look. Like they can feel the weight. They can feel the intensity of the will and destiny approaching. But look, they can't do nothing. Look at this shit. Look, Queen of Wands, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. They think you don't realize why people come towards you, check you out, and all this shit. Look. 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. They know they got to pay for that. If you still riding high, you stable, and you still abundant, you still in Empress energy. Oh my God. I just saw the Empress. Oop, they was warned. Tower, they was warned. Oh, back of that ass up. Back of that ass up. Yeah. Oh. I just saw the Tower again. Back of that ass up. They got backed up by the universe, quite literally. Chariot. I love it. I do. So we're going to continue to keep people out y'all business. All right? That's how we doing that. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Nah, man. Somebody been lying. How they say, power lying. What you got going on is between you and the divine. Ain't nothing, mind your business. They want to know what God telling you. What little gems, what little nuggets they putting in your ear. Ain't none of your fucking business. How God talk to me. We gonna, mess with the genuine lyrics a little bit. Look. It's between you and the divine. Look. We've been told y'all don't have authorization. You can plot and plan all you want, but this is how this goes down. Your victories, your success, your trajectory is guided by the Chariot. And it don't matter how much 5 of Swords energy or none of that shit. It don't matter who they go talk to trying to get insight. It don't matter. They've been told no. And they like telling sobs. Oh my God. I just want to get him safe. It's my child. I love him so much. No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. These are people you walked away from. And these practitioners know they ain't nothing but the motherfucking devil. And look, there's your consequence right there, buddy. There's your consequence. Because, y'all just don't know when to quit. I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh. Yeah. For some of you, they sent someone to you recently, whoever they are to you, as a romantic courtship. Like someone came towards you, they were checking you out, and you was like, hawk, who goes there? You was like, me doth think a demon approach. And so unsuccessful. Look. See, look at that shit. See? Look. Ooh. You know what's funny about that? You just playing with people. You and your spirit team just playing. Y'all playing right now. Y'all really are. That's so cute. That is so cute. I'm even getting, there's a very young practitioner. Oh, beautiful young age of 18. Oh, baby. They tried to look. It's okay. They could have sent a younger person towards you. Barely legal. Lovers, Page of Pentacles. Look, this person was supposed to beguile you. They thought they was going to sneak past you. cloak of innocence. Because look, when people think they know what you waiting on, they think you should stop doing that and go lay on somebody's couch because your thoughts is deceptive to you. Okay, right? So they think you waiting. Look, Three of Wands, Emperor, Two of Cups. Look, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, Empress, Chariot, Tower. See, they think they know something. They think they know how to beguile and charm. But see, you have learned some serious lessons in love, baby. You could be open, but not gullible. You have a very different insight when it comes to these quote unquote high vibrational unions. Oh, you disconnected. Wow. When I tell you my charger just literally came out the wall, you have disconnected and unplugged from any and every sort of twin flame entrapment. Let's make sure that's still going. Okay. That's what that is. Here they think they're keeping you from something, right? Thinking they trying to get some victory. Whole time, somebody's lying. Yeah, look. It's a trap from the divine. Now they need your help. Because they want to play with a fallen angel. Look at this shit. Devil to the star. Look at that. Somebody trying to keep you trapped in some old paradigm. Actually, it's the South Node. If you want to be exact about it, they want to keep you down there in your shadow. But look who just popped out. Look who just popped out. Look all them lessons you done learned. Look how balanced you are. Look, they thought they was going to do that, bring you an imbalanced little ass proposition when you already are enlightened. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. This is someone from your past, by the way. Not ancient history, recent past. Recent past. Oh, that's so cute. And delusional. Like, seriously delusional. There's a earth sign masculine or somebody who has it prominent or somebody who's just really fucking materialistic. Very materialistic. King of Pentacles. They thinking, look, they think you need a relationship. Look at this shit. They don't see, look. Everybody know the Eight of Swords is not a real trap. It's no. You're not stuck on marriage, relationships, higher forms of commitment, none of that shit. As a matter of fact, you might see it as a form of entrapment. Some shit you've already freed yourself from. That's so funny. Look, that shit unnecessary worrisome. Look at that. Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands. Like, nah, I'm okay. Like, you good? Wow, High Priestess. Yeah, they're definitely trying to pull on your energy. High Priestess, King of Wands. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying. This person feels like they have invested so much time, effort, and energy, which I find hysterical because it's, again, someone from your recent past to just, give it up. This is a devil. This person could be a Capricorn, but I'm not necessarily getting that. They might have it prominently, like in a moon, but I'm getting like fire, water somewhere in there, or a cuspy energy. Sun. Yes. This person's a whole ass clown with a trickster spirit. That's so cute. That's so cute. Ain't none of your friends' business. You know why? Because you ain't got no friends. I feel so validated and vindicated as an adult for being able to use broken English when I want to. I can't tell you how many times I got reprimanded as a child for saying ain't got. I know it's a double. I get it. It's fun. Let it be. That's for all you controlling parents out there. Teach them how to write correctly, how to think correctly. You got to be able to switch it up. Yeah. Oh, you called judgment on this Knight of Wands energy. That's who they were to you. Look, Slick Dick Willie. Yo, they funny. Why'd y'all say that? Look, this person's sick. They've been out in them streets switching up energies, and you warned this person, they need to slow down, they need to stop, they need to think about what they, because they heading for a dead end. And now look at them, somewhere thinking about them words you spoke so purely, so truly to them, and you was like, yeah, we not really compatible. We not. That ain't. Look, I told you somebody was real materialistic. They looked at you as a lick. Look at that. You was like, no, no, no. I see you. You just want my cup. With sugar on my tongue. This person's name could be Tyler, or they could have thought they were very creative. I don't know. Sugar on my tongue. It's good. It tastes so sweet. It's called a trap. Oh, look what I say. It's called a trap. Oh, this shit work on everybody else. Eight of Pentacles. It work on everybody else, but you was like, something wrong with that cup. Something wrong. Then I say they don't have no friends. Look at the rat. Sugar on my like, yo, they play too much. This shit work on everybody else but you. You was like, I taste just like candy. So dance with me. That was the devil. The devil was trying to tell you he tastes like candy. And he was like, come dance with me, baby. And you was like, you lying. That's bitter. Sugar on, yo, they playing. Please. I tried so hard to keep this song out my head. And they're like, no. See, look, because it has relevance. It was a trend. Look. Don't you want to fall for it? Don't you want to be mixed up in the chaos? Don't I look like a little tempting morsel? You was like, actually, you look like a bad choice. And I just think I'm going to go a different way. Because somebody really thought you was out here actively looking for your counterpart. And that's the funny part. No, real. They thought you were that person. Are you somebody? Somebody. Right. I saw the Emperor. Look, they were trying to put you in that. In some sort of spiritual crisis. Even health crisis. Somebody's going to jail. I'm just telling you now. Oh, wait, there you go. Wait, where'd you go, little guy? There we go. Look, they thought you were actively looking for this, right? Instead, it was like that fire, that light, that map, that's me. She me too, but that's me too. Because you carry it. It's within. See, that's the problem. When people don't do more research and they don't really go to God about things. And again, I've been guilty of a lot, but I go to my daddy like that is my job, to go to my father about everything, by the way. And so look, they thought they was going to hit you with this sob story. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Waiting on see what you was going to do. If you was going to fall for the lie. You don't fall for the lies. You see right through them. Look. The best they could muster, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. But they was never really coming across as this. Look. Someone really doesn't know what it takes to recover from the Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups combination, do you? That means you left everybody. You threw a torch at it. As a matter of fact, hold on. Disconnect is not even a... Because this is what they keep showing me. And they keep showing me. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to get it. Let me see. Can you pull this up on the line from here, please? That would be great. Save me from looking. Oh, look. And the King of Swords came out reversed. Somebody is crazy and deranged. There's a particular card. Child, they like, you taste amazing. Your energy tastes so good to this demon. As I say that, I scoot past the devil. Like, There we go. That one. That one. That's the card they keep showing me. So again, that energy, this person very well could be a Capricorn. Anyway, look at that. Yo, they funny. They start playing Ain't No Half Stepping. I'm the Big Daddy King. They really do feel like they invested so much to create some sort of storm in your love life. No, they didn't. You need to get your money back. Mm, mm, mm. That's funny. Fine. Let's look at their strategy in a second. Because they're not done. They're definitely not done. Two of Swords. It was in the reverse. So it makes me feel like they've made up their mind about the situation. It's going to get blocked. It's still a no. Some of the lines just flipped up. It don't even matter. Their plan is to continuously try to block and or stop you. But again, it's the minor. So it don't matter. This person's nothing. Like, it's not even going to reach you. Like, you literally have to open the door that which you've just gone through in order to even entertain this shit. So the best thing you can do is just keep moving forward. Stay higher vibrationally. Okay. See how the sword's up, the wand's up, and there's all this bottom. Just keep your vibe high. Look, see, look. Didn't I tell you it wasn't going to work? Tower right there. They tower to the Six of Swords, rather. Look. They're just got to move forward. There's nothing they can do. All right. Tell me about this Five Swords, please. Look. I want to keep them in balance. I want to keep them penny pinching. I want them juggling and not knowing what to do with their time. And, you know, that dumb shit. Oh, look. Look. They don't want you experiencing peace, harmony, balance. Again, this is the energy they want you in. They don't want you to feel like you can recover, that you can maintain, that you are capable of doing things on your. But here's the thing: you would have to like scramble somebody's eggs, right? Their mental eggs to make them forget all that they have persevered through. Seven of Wands. Like I said, you would have to open the door to which you just crossed to even be able to go flip the bird to this person, because that's really what I'm getting. Look at them. You don't even talk to this person. But you from the time they wake up, you was on their mind. They can't let you go. Child, look, this could have been something so casual. It could have been a summer fling. Three of Cups to the sun. Like, look, what's that? June, July, August. Did you hit somebody on a June, July, like a summer romance that was a bad romance? I feel like you just mirrored back some shit to this person. Now somebody's just pissed off because they feel like before they were able to like implement their master plan, you pulled back. Like when I say God pulled you away from this situation, look at the hand of God with the cup. Like, come on over here. Leave this shit alone. That's not for you. That person's a rat. It's something, you know how rats can smell sickness on people? Like they smell death. Like they don't breed with sickly rats. Like it's a wonderful, wonderful instinct. You have that same instinct. Yeah, no. Because look, you have bigger fish to fry. Quite literally. You came in, you did your job, you implemented some sort of karmic or karma to this person with those scales here, almost like a retribution of all the people they've done wrong, and you were divinely inspired to do such. Page of Wands, Two of Cups. So yes, they were a type of soulmate, but they weren't like, oh my God. No, not that. No, this was somebody you had to come in and bust their ego and keep it pushing. Look, they really thought, ooh, they met their match. Look at this shit. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Lovers, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords. Somebody really thought they had it. They thought they knew, but they know nothing. They thought they was going to hit you with some sort of sob story. For some, oh. Again, someone had a very, very juvenile understanding of this spiritual walk that you're on. They really thought it was about love. Whew. 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 It wasn't. It's part of the plan. It's part of your spiritual trajectory to cross paths with this person, to do exactly what you did in terms of, you know, creeping away. Right. But it was never going to delay you. You were there as a pit stop at the request of the divine to help this person surrender, to help them deal with the emotional baggage they've been pulling around with them. But you were a conclusion. The full moon is the conclusion of the lunar cycle. See? You were the lesson. Because very few people actually operate in this divine masculine energy, meaning power, authority, full control, command. People get wrapped up on outer appearances too much and get caught up in the lie. It's the energy. They want you back. They want you back. Hey. Look, they want access. Look, it's you. You, Ace of Cups. This is you, okay? It's all within you. See, they ain't know that shit. Look, see the moon? See the phases? Boom. Boom. And now look. Now they locked out of heaven. And they can't manifest because they was using your energy. Yes. Yes, they was. They was using your energy. You're hard to catch. Every one of these creatures, right? The little boy's holding a frog. There's a little bunny there, and there's a cat. If they want to be caught, they'll allow themselves to be caught. You ever see a cat, like a wild cat, feral cat, whatever, or the street cat, whatever you want to call them, and they'll come up to you, they'll let you pet them, but in that same blink of an eye, they'll scratch you. You know, you're misreading the cues. Just because something shows you its belly doesn't mean it's necessarily being docile. If you know anything about how that particular creature hunts and stalks, a cat on its back is more dangerous than it is on all fours. And so this person, thought they had a putty tag. But in the blink of an eye, gone. Yes, this was someone from a past life. And yes, it was a type of soulmate. And doesn't mean it was good business. Look, 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 8 Cups. That's that energy of walking away. In the past life, you walked away from this person in order to go after your wish fulfillment. Oh, y'all, can I look? Look. For those of you who get it, you get it. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Now, I know y'all know who this little character is, right? But you know his name is Jinn. I caught your Jinn. You no longer have your genie. Oh, it's taken 4 years to nab this fucking thing, by the way, guys. This has been an active battle. But now, you get to sit where I keep all the little critters and creatures and spirits I capture. So, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Because you know what you have lost, you can never get back, buddy. I got your Jinn. I got your Jinn. Didn't summon his ass either. You keep sending that motherfucker to me. Eventually, he got comfortable. He ain't like you. Now it's on the other side. Works for the good side now. Fuck around if you want to. Told you to leave me the fuck alone, dummy. Fucking dummy. You ever? I know you watch. I know you do. Now you stuck. Now you stuck like Chuck. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, got that ass. Yes, I do. Oh, couldn't believe it. It's wonderful. Anyway, so you had to leave this person behind in order to go after what it is you want. That's neat. That's really neat. Because there's 2 different energies here. There's, well, 3 technically. There's the collective, there's the person on the outside doing this weird shit, and then there's a new incoming. Yes. Yes, yes, yes it is. See? 8 of Wands. That's that other energy. It's coming. It's pushing in. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm not surprised by it. I'm actually grateful you got the notification because you know how they get down with me. It's all right. I'm still here. Yes. Look. Look. I'm not kidding. Look at that. Look how they're growing down. Look. Look at that. So this devilish, karmic, toxic, low vibrational, demonic ass person, if you want to call them that, like they're housed in a meat suit, but they're not really a real person. The soul is gone. Something else inhabits them. But this energy, like they're all, the world has upgraded the ascension. See, Ace of Cups lovers. Right. Other side of the door. They're trapped on the other side of the door. We should thank you. As a matter of fact, go ahead and have a Mai Tai on me. No, I've been great, just really busy. Like I keep telling y'all, I wear a bunch of different hats. Sometimes I gotta go into a different mode. And there's just no time. Not to mention the energy was really, really weird. I was told to just kind of be chill. Chill. Now the practitioner, guys, that was assisting this person, that led this person, guided this person, taught this person, they are not doing well. 5 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 5 of Wands, and there's the King of Pentacles. They feel like they've been bamboozled and or lied to by this individual practitioner or the association or group that they belong to. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Magician, Hierophant, Four of Swords. They feel lied to because they were never told of the possibility that someone could actually like really work for the divine. Like that wasn't something that really crossed their mind. They didn't think that someone who wasn't participating in this sort of conjure work could be of a higher rank. Like it's a very limited mind here. Now, again, the energy is that these people are succumbing to their own intentions. This could have been like a trio, right? 5 men in particular who have been targeting women and baby mamas who have walked away from them. Someone who wouldn't accept their sob story, someone who wouldn't go along, like, you know, what's that book? I Could Do Bad All By Myself. So for any woman or person in these men's life that took that approach and 5 of Pentacles and walked away from the situation, laid it to rest, these relationships they were in, children or no children, you know, people are lying and cheating, manipulating, stealing, all of these things, and you was like, no, I'm cool, I can do bad by myself. That momentum, right, is part of what has ushered in this global change. People going, no, I'm going to pursue my happiness, right? God's will type energy. Not staying in karmic relationships just for the sake of saying, I have someone. Because really, now they upset. They genuinely feel lied to. Now there's infighting and people are walking away from whatever this they feel like warlocks with the Hierophant Magician next to each other, High Priestess, 5 of Wands. Like it's definitely some sort of secret society. They're Satanists. The pentacle is in reverse, but it's the shape of a pentagon, but it's inverted. So these people definitely are down with the get down. They know the new age is upon us, that this is a part of the Aquarian age. It's a reason why I try to explain certain things about the old constellations and mythologies, because it has more relevance than it doesn't. Whew. Yeah. Definitely. Especially for those of you who used to cohabitate with people and you were married, like if you had families, a lot of this is also for those of you who were living as though you were husband and wife, because it's the rabbits, it's the fertility energy. So when you lay with someone, right, that's biblically y'all together, right? And so there's that too. So if you've cut people off sexually, they're done. They're so angry. Wow. Like they really are leaving. Some of them are just heeding the warning. I saw judgment and then the 6 of Wands. Like, you want. It is what it is. And people are really, after the 3 of Swords, people are experiencing some very, very, very painful endings. And look, collective, you like, what? This was in my destiny. Of course I won. Like, what? There was no other expectation than victory. Three of Wands is right. Like, what? What? It's a foregone conclusion. Talk shit to demons. You know y'all on borrowed time. What's wrong with you? Like, straight talk shit to them. Like, you know you ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit. Like, talk shit to them. Huh. They trying to stop this cycle. That was the world, y'all. They trying to put that joint on the block. Like, no, I don't want to close out the cycle. It's closed. It is closed. We are victorious. Yes. What else do you have for them, Holy Spirit? Look, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Ace of Swords, Judgment. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? And they know it. They know they're under judgment. They know it's begun. Anybody else excited about the new Mortal Kombat coming out? Look, Tower. Strength. They don't even want nobody to know how bad it is right now. Look at that. Look at that. Be protected from all of it. And it's not going to be fast, by the way. It's not. You want it to be quick. It's not going to be quick. That's part of the pact you made. Remember? That contract you made. Oh, yeah. It's not going to be quick. It's really not. I'm kind of excited. This many ops being moved at one time? Shit. Whatever you are saying about these people, that's what's playing out, by the way. Yeah. Ain't no glamour. They was told to leave it alone. Blah, 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 blah. So now's the time. What do you want to see? What do you want to see happen, huh? Huh? Go to your prayer closets and get it in. Be like, all right, daddy. Some of y'all just want to see it. Some of y'all are content just knowing that this is what's befalling these people and you don't need to see it. Some of y'all really are good people, because it's like I can feel this energy. Like, as much as you want to see people punished, so to speak, you're still like, restraint. I don't know why, because Queen of Cups, because you were Queen of Cups. That's wonderful. Oh, I love your pure heart. I really do. But they don't deserve none of that. They don't. They really, really don't. You might even see these people on the street, Five of Pentacles, Sun, like outside, arms for the poor type energy. Like, for real. This is what they wanted for you. This is what they was trying to manifest for you in a little cabal. They wanted to steal everything that you have worked so hard and so diligently for. What's in your destiny. These people are devils. They really are. They are cruel and they are fucking evil. They are. They are evil. And all the glamour is falling apart. Like, people can see them for the first time, clear as day. All right, what else do you have for the Holy Spirit? Thank you. New energy, please. Matter of fact, hold on. Two of Wands. Somebody's at a crossroad. They don't know what to do. Ooh. begging me for mercy. Shit. Wow. That is almost all the cards of stress, worry, fear, anxiety. The pressure is building. Someone could be facing incarceration. They don't know what to do. This could be a Scorpio. Death is right there. There could have been an offer and somebody did not take it. Seven of Cups. Like somebody thought there was more choices, but it's like now they see they're clear as that there's no more challenges, there's no more pleas, there's no more, like, they don't see a way out. And all they see is they know that this tower's coming, that the hammer's coming down. So now somebody's trying to pray for some sort of spiritual angelic protection. But somebody's in a contract with the devil himself. I'm not kidding. This is part of the path that they chose. Like now somebody's really trying to call on the Holy Spirit to try to like void the contract that they have. Shit, I think I know who they talking about. Ain't my business. I know that ass is getting sentenced in a couple days though. You know how when you put petitions out? Temperance. I don't feel like that petition is being alchemized. I don't feel like they're taking it to the higher ups. I told you ain't had no friends. I want to know what this choice is right here. Somebody could just be reflecting upon their choices and decisions and their movements. And like really on the shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas, oh, I regret missed opportunity, da, 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 da. Like somebody's really in their feels. Like they're in their heads, they're in their feels, and like this, it's very heavy. There's a very foreboding energy here. Like there's no way of making it right. There's nothing to hold on to. There's no new beginnings, new opportunities. Everything's done. Everything lies in the balance right now. Shit. Somebody really thought it was a game. Fake friends. Told you ain't had no friends. Tell me about this fork in the road. Two of Wands. Promiscuous. Did not say fake friends. Look at that shit. So somebody could be bi-curious. Or this could be how this person ended up in this situation because they were promiscuous and they made a bunch of bad choices and they were around people who they thought were their friends, but they're fake ass friends. Especially if you facing sentencing. Look, no one ain't fucked up. Total drama. Game over. I told you somebody's life literally is hanging in the balance, and this person is used to living a very spoiled, decadent life. Like all they cared about was money. Definitely giving me Scorpio energy. Look. Now all they want to do is spend time with their family, and they can't. All because they wanted to fulfill a fantasy, and look, and they let it get out. Now somebody's being forced, or they're trying to align themselves with the universe. Look, not to mention, somebody's not well. I keep telling you, I keep getting this energy. Somebody's sick. Like they sick, and it could be because of that. And somebody about to tell. They They telling, and it could be. Listen, y'all know who this is, right? This feels like the bull, like I don't even want to say his name. You know, the D, the I, the D, that guy, right? You know, the one who had the fetish for the white polish, right? Right. And it's like no matter what this person's doing right now, all they're attracting is endings. Nobody wants to deal with them. Nobody wants to be around them. Look, this person started all this in people's lives and their life. Why? Because of envy. And instead of getting rid of any evidence when they had the chance, their own promiscuous activities betrayed them. Now somebody's having to defend themselves. Look, keeping you a secret. That's that DL shit, by the way. You done got your family wrapped up in it, your children wrapped up in it. And now all you want to do is focus on your children, and you can't, because you have left a mark on all of them, a stain on all of them. And now everybody's getting the discard. Nobody wants to be around. Look what you did. Look what you did in them hotels. Look what you did. Now all you can do is sit there and brainstorm with these fake ass apologies. Look, I told you there's in their feels. All because you didn't know how to keep shit to yourself. Getting played, keeping a promise, under spiritual attack. That's Miss Porter coming in from the other side. She said she was going to destroy you before she moved her energy up out of here, and she meant that shit. Bugaboo, fighting for what you love and protection. What? Now you got nothing to do. You so busy. No. You probably are stressed. You ain't busy. Sit down. Sit down. And your favorite boo, look, your crush, they're like, nah, look. Look at this shit. I already know. You in there crying and shit. You should have been stopped with the drugs. But when they showed up, look, you was just repeating the same shit. Now they about to throw the book at you, putting you in your place for your toxic, poisonous behavior. And I'm also getting that from the other side. Like, yeah, you know what you did. You know what you did. You know what you did. Coming after you, putting on a show. You wanted to be the star? She gonna make sure you the star. And you ain't want to hear it? It's okay. Tired of the drama. Couldn't just let people be, move on with their lives. And no, always had to keep people in the middle of shit. Okay. You better watch your ass on the yard is what I just saw. Doing more than working out. Because people got fantasies pertaining to you. Yeah. Greed. Spirit greed will get you in trouble every time, baby. No more. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Back to this prayer that you working on. Because I know you're gonna see it. Somebody always makes sure. Nasty. Yeah. I know they make sure. But the game is over. And you can't play with the divine like that. And again, you were warned, what you lose on earth is what you lose in heaven. So, that's between you and the divine. And they mean that. That was a promise. Word is bond situation. So I don't know why you going over there, is what I'm seeing. But keep praying. My father loves prayers. Yes, he does. Look, because I said my father loves prayers. But when I say keeping you a secret, you deny him, he deny you. That's all that is. There could be, that's a little long. All right, you ain't gotta believe me. I don't care. I'm just a messenger. Where you going? Where you going? You can't run away from this. Just saying. I'm hearing DMX. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Look. Up, man. Not to mention, it's gonna be very, very hard for someone to keep their medical information to themselves incarcerated. And I feel like that's part of what this is here. I feel like there's a lot of finger pointing about to be heading towards who this person sitting behind bars. They know what, oh my God, look. Attracting and needing to stay safe, fighting for what you love, and bugaboo. That makes me feel like the best way of preventing this drama and shit from popping off is maybe just to tell them that, you know, that nigga poisoned, his system's poisoned, you know what I mean? He's sick. And if you put hands on him, it's a chance you gonna be the copycat, meaning you gonna get whatever they got. So be careful. Be careful. The biggest insecurity could be the only way of surviving the circumstances that they're in. Because this person, again, that's that celebrity shit, born to shine. Look, caution. They still won't come after him, but look, they just gonna put some protection on, caught up. Wow. Whatever game they thought they was playing is falling apart. Salt or sugar looks can be deceiving. And whatever they were anticipating in terms of new beginning, they really feel betrayed because I keep seeing it. So they thought they had friends in high places because of these little, you know, sexual escapades. They don't. They don't. So the best thing you can do is just tell the world what's going on, and that way you might be able to defend yourself from these people and their fantasies. Because you're not going to be able to pay them off. Ain't enough money to be put on somebody's books and their commissary to keep them off of you like this. All right, let's move around. This could also be this person's attorney. Look, getting played, private relationship. I will say, the guy, what's his name? Mark Agnifino. I always thought it was a joke. Like the defense and his demeanor, you know, it never looked right, never felt right. Because how your client sitting in jail because you was a bad mouthpiece. That's really what happened. Should have kept the violence of the relationship to yourself. Oh, it's domestic violence. Oh, okay. So you say he's a threat to society. Oh, okay. Yeah, he started this. He could really feel like he got played. And somebody probably told him that. And he didn't want to hear it. And let him go ahead and put that show on. Now look, somebody gonna tell. I'm telling you now. Somebody gonna tell. That ain't my business. And all this shit's allegedly. For entertainment purposes only. Yup, because that's the law. For anybody who can't hear in the back, it's the law. Fuck out of here. I'm happy if you live in a place where you ain't got to say that, where there ain't the line you got to toe. Good on you. Right. Look, protect yourself from all that shit. Having people, look, doing these fucking tests out here. Trying to get you caught up so your shit get banned and da-da-da-da, and you got legal jeopardy. You better be the brightest bulb in the spiritual crayon box. Protect yourself. Because that's an easy way of getting eliminated by biting on somebody else's hook. Don't do that shit. Sorry. But good on you. Same reason why we don't give out medical, legal, none of that advice. You know why? Because it's not our lane, right? And even if it was, you're not their care provider, right? Right. Everyone has to protect themselves from liability. And if you're a successful business person, you already fucking know that. Yeah, the word successful. Don't let numbers on the internet fuck with your head. Because one is real and one is not. Huh. Anyway, moving on. Every time I hear somebody say that dumb shit, I'm like, ew, look at you. Look at you. Nasty. Trying to get people in trouble. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, I know who I'm talking to. I'm targeting new people who don't know no better. Yeah, okay. But really, they targeting people who actually have gifts, talents, and abilities, right? And they come across like, oh, I'm not a threat. I'm love. I'm like, yeah, okay. There's a fucking money grab trying to play people on a new age movement. Yeah, okay. Play if you want to. Woo! I done got warm. Woo! 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 Yeah. It's that righteous indignation, boy. That shit, it get hot. Wait, where'd you go? I was looking for strength because that's what flashed me. But that's some real shit. Energy hot. All right, last round. What else do you have for the Divine Collective Holy Spirit? Something you're refusing to see. Let's see. Yeah, something you were refusing to see. What is that? Or somebody trying to ignore your light. Let's see. They don't know what to do. I also see that. Or somebody may not see another person's love for them also. Like you just could be ignoring it, rejecting it. This could also be a secret admirer. I got my eye on you. Uh-oh. It's very much giving forest trees moment. I also feel like somebody can't figure out what motivates you, what gets you up, what gets you inspired, you know, why you're so happy, why you're so calm, why life just, you know, works itself out for you. You know what I mean? Why you never seem to be in distress, why shit always just is okay. Look, why there's always an opportunity no matter which direction you choose. It's none of y'all. But here's some help. Here's a death card in the devil. When you put down and put to bed and bury the worst aspects of self, not denying them, controlling them, right? You're successful and they're not. But to me, success is a very personal thing. So what you count is not what anybody else is going to count. And that's how it should be. That's how you keep your focus. It's like horse blinders. And, you know, they definitely try to impede your trajectory, but that's okay. Like, they feel like they're always at a crossroads. They don't know what to do and they don't know how to move. But you always seem so inspired, full of ideas, you know, like, oh, Jesus. They definitely want to know. And somebody could try to come towards you on friendly terms to try to get deeper insight. Someone feels like you're just lucky. No. I mean, you could have some awesome Jupiter placements. You could. You really could. But that's not what I'm getting. It's because you put this to bed. You went through a rebirth. Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, Tower, Strength, Judgment, Moon. Right. So these are people who, you know, you could have broke bread with, you know what I mean, at a time in your life. These people could have met you when you were maybe potentially on the bottom of the wheel. Because, you know, strength is here to overcome the devil. It's a season. It's a change, right? There's the sun, there's the moon. There's a natural order. There's a natural cycle to all things. You can fight it or you can go with the flow. And because you have this insight, you have some sort of enlightenment that you're not necessarily sharing with people. Do your own research. Connect to the divine on your own. No one has to enlighten you. No one. You carry the light within. Go within. You find enlightenment within. Go within so you don't have to go without. All these crazy cliches, they're real. Apply them. Most people don't want to be alone with their own thoughts, their own feelings. So how could you seek enlightenment? You've got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, even if you're uncomfortable with yourself. Because how can you get better? How can you develop drive, passion, any of those things if you don't first go, what are we missing? What do we want? Why isn't life the way? It's too easy to finger point. That's the refusing to see that truly opportunity, abundance, knowledge, it's all around you. It's the curiosity of a child that is required in order for you to go into those spheres. Because look, there's 3 pages. The only one out here is the page of Pentacles. But we got the Ace of Pentacles. They think you must be doing something nefarious. Something they're not aware of, that they can't see. And especially, there's a person, I don't know what their connection to you is, but this person is recently divorced. And instead of going on their healing journey, this person has downgraded themselves from a Queen of Swords to a Queen of Wands. And yes, it is a downgrade when you're on the path of enlightenment, or you should be. When you should be figuring out why shit went left, why things broke down. But this energy, somebody wanted to feel good. They wanted to be told that they're beautiful, they're attractive, that they still got it. They haven't put their shadow to bed. This is someone who thinks that you are gaining success through another, that your financial stability comes through another. And you could very well just be waiting, especially if this is family, for this person to settle their self, to get through it. Your joy, whoever I'm talking to, truly does come from the divine, from your spiritual awakening. Like, really. 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords, like, really. Your pursuit of all things that are mysterious and hidden. Somebody's on a esoteric journey into occult knowledge, and you get a lot of happiness from that. You really do. Maybe that's part of the reason why no matter what path, what direction you choose, there's opportunity. You're not leading your own steps is what I'm getting. You're allowing the universe to order your steps. Like you are taking divine inspiration and you roll with the punches. The wheel goes up, you're up. If it goes down, it is what it is. It's a phase. It's not the end. But you still somehow find joy. You're still happy. You're still celebrating. You're still hitting milestones. What was supposed to topple you builds strength, spiritual strength, soulful strength within you. You heed the hearkening of the divine. A lot of these, I really feel like it's family, y'all. It's family. Because it's the moon. It's the fourth house. It's the moon. I even feel like you have inspired. For some of you, this really feels like siblings. It's a stoat. Hold on. I gotta look. Hold on. Right. It makes me feel like these people are way too rigid for their own good. Look, the spiritual meaning of a stoat, right? That's this little creature right here. Transformation and adaptability. Stoats are often seen as a symbol of transformation, agility, adaptability, reflecting their ability to thrive in various environments. That's you collective. Resourcefulness. They embody resourcefulness and the ability to navigate tricky situations with grace and agility, making them more powerful, making them powerful symbols of resilience, cunning and cleverness, good luck and protection and spiritual growth. Right now they're seeing you different. Whereas before they were refusing to see you in your authenticity and your full God-given glory. Instead of them seeing you as someone who's just up on their high horse and someone who needs to be taken down a peg, now they're seeing things a little differently. Whereas once they were refusing to see, now they are stuck right where they are, forced to kind of ruminate, think about things. Because you always land on your feet, and that's no coincidence. That's not by chance. Man plans, God laughs. Some people live by that. What's the point? Look, Star and Justice. If you're going to land on your feet, what is the point of being rigid? If you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the divine has you, that God has you, safe, secure in his fortress, protected under wings of angels, what are you worried about? You can literally afford to be adaptable, to, transition through life, ups and downs with grace. Anyway, boom, your strength really is astounding to these people. Now they want to know how you're doing. And now they're like, they're funny. I just started hearing Billy Idol, hey, little sister. So maybe you're the little sister. Yeah, look, here they go. There's your brother and sister, the elder. Look. There's a page. Look, there y'all go. Look. 3 siblings. Two sisters, 1 brother. Yep. Interesting. All right. Now they looking, reflecting. Look, because they feel empty. They feel fucking empty. They feel fucking empty. Look. And look at you. Look at you. You really got them questioning some shit. And somebody been chasing the bag and is fucking miserable. Energy don't lie. Anyway, I'm mind my bed. Hold on. All right, so what's brewing for these siblings? Behind the indigo door. Oh, collective. They might be trying to burn away their old selves. Any trace, any evidence of the old fictional person. The one who wasn't authentic. Because movies are fake. And with the behind the indigo door, that makes me feel like anything these people were taught about religion or spirituality or anything like that, they're getting ready to throw away. Because it hasn't served them. They're about to go from foe to fan to supporter. Wow, look. Especially with siblings, if y'all were triangulated, like if you got a narcissist parent, you were triangulated. Trust and believe that, even if they didn't know. But these two people, what I'm getting, look, they were in a private pact, right? Judging you, watching you, being sick, right? Because you're winning, you're successful, you're thriving, right? And they'll put on a show like, oh, it's all good. Meanwhile, rejecting everything you tell them, you guide them about the spiritual journey. No problem. Look. No more of the drama, no more getting played, no more lies, no manipulation. So there was somebody in their head, you know, planting these seeds of envy, like a narcissistic parent or a spouse. It's about to go down. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look. All right, man, fuck out of here. Your siblings do love you. And it might have taken them a long time to realize that, to understand what was going on. But here they come. Here they come. And they're going after the person who put them on to you, even if it is a parent, hater, setting the record straight. This is probably this parent's worst nightmare, because everything they've ever worked towards, even a narcissistic spouse, is about to just... Right. Look, bugaboo, chill vibes, family times. Fake. Toxic. Somebody about to get checked. I hope it's not chin checked, but that's what I was trying to avoid saying. But somebody might get chin checked. Right. Because look, whatever they've been doing, it's not working. Whatever practices they have is unfulfilling. They're sad. They're angry. They're getting rid of it. Not kidding. I feel like it's a promise to themselves. But I feel like also for those who have siblings who are married, whatever they got into with their spouse outside of the marital contract, this makes me feel like some sort of occult practice that they got into vis-a-vis their spouse, right? Which is an absolute betrayal, right? And they thought they could keep this a secret from who? From you? Not my light workers, not my divine collective. No. Look, spiritual attack. Not only were they being complicit in spiritually attacking you, they were also complicit, or their spouse is complicit in spiritually attacking them in the first place. And it's crazy, right? Because this could be somebody, look, spoiled, promiscuous, But all this could be the energy that they're doing. Like they're keeping the other person wrapped up in one of your siblings. Like they work all the time. The wife could be really fucking spoiled. You know, they can make sure they got their licks and they drinks. They could also know that this person sleeps around, but they don't care. But it's all a method of control. I feel like you warned somebody about this. Setting the record straight. And look, you just sat back and watched the shit go down because you knew it was gonna end horribly. Mm-hmm. You already knew the fate of that love story. Once upon a time in a tragic kingdom, there was a man-child who thought himself a prince, who thought one day he would grow up and be destined to become king. Sorry. Okay. Guys, I hope this has helped you, entertained you. I appreciate you. I have more time as it stands right now on my schedule. So I'm open for personals if you want to book. Again, I'm going to be sending out some redos because I just didn't like the energy was convoluted, and I'm better than that. Anyway, we'll do this again very soon. Love you, love you, love you. Hit me up via email.